Hello, my name is Robert Hopper, and I'm an employment service coordinator, suicide prevention trainer, and money management coach at Volunteers of America of Illinois. Today's workshop is entitled Opportunities Don't Happen, You Create Them Online Job Search. This is about trying to find and secure employment through the digital realm, which is one of the ways that you can search for and secure employment. It's not the only one, but it seems to be a fairly dominant one these days. So let's begin. All right. So job search strategies in the digital age. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the internet. And the internet is used for a variety of things: entertainment, job search, research, all kinds of things like that. But the internet has made it easier for people to discover new employment opportunities. Um, there are literally hundreds, not thousands, of websites that allow you to search for job postings and to upload your resume. Some of those are Monster and Career Builder. Those are just two of the more popular ones. There are also job websites. These are kind of niche job websites. These sites they really have changed the way that people look for employment. I mentioned that earlier, but they cannot be used in isolation. Okay, online job searching is most useful when combined with other job search methods such as networking and direct contact with employers. Okay, so you're going to have to really use your time online effectively and efficiently. Otherwise, you can just end up sitting there surfing the web and really spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. But Let's move on to the next section here. Now, if you want to conduct an effective online job search and efficiently, what are the things that you can do to accomplish that? Well, one thing you can do is rather than search through various websites, you can use a job search engine, such as Indeed or Simply Hired. These job search engines collect job listings from hundreds of websites so you can view them in a single place. So, what they do is they're kind of like a clearinghouse. They find job listings all over the internet and they compile them together into categories. And then you can browse that single website using search terms. Could be the job title, it could be the location where you want to work, it could be by minimum, maximum salary, things like that. Okay. As with any search engine, these job search engines included, the key is to optimize the amount of relevant results you obtain. So you may have to experiment with search terms and refinements. I mentioned that earlier about job title. It could be things like part-time, full-time contract. You might want to put in something like I want to work in um, Elk Grove Village, or within 5 miles of a zip code or something like that. Okay. Uh, if you go to Indeed's job search tips, they have some great advice about how to get started with that, how to uh, use search terms to modify what you want to receive, what you're looking for, what you want to receive in your email, or what you're looking for to make it more efficient, your job search. Okay. Now, there's another thing you can do. You can also save time by creating a job alert. Illinois Department of Employment Security has their Illinois Job Link. You can create a job alert, meaning you go to a section of the web page, you put in some terms about what you're interested in, and then every day, every week, whatever the time period is that you want to choose, they will send an email to you with job listings based on that search criteria. So, Job Alert is a summary of new job postings from specific search that is sent to your email. Now, when you receive only a few job listings each day, it allows you to stay current with the latest opportunities without having to sort through a long list of search results. Okay. There's some other digital resources for job searching. So while job searching engines are one of the easiest ways to find a variety of job postings, you may also want to take advantage of more specific websites depending on your needs. Now, Glassdoor is one of those digital resources. It's one of the most internationally focused job hunting sites. available today. You can search for jobs at specific companies around the world and read employee reviews to learn what it's like to work for different employers. Okay, that's kind of neat, right? Um, Social media like LinkedIn, what Facebook and Twitter become increasingly valuable tools for finding jobs online. LinkedIn is really a professional networking platform, and I highly recommend it. I I think it's far and above much and on a much higher plane than Facebook or Twitter. LinkedIn is something I think I would recommend to anybody to give it a go, take a look, and see if it might work well for you. Okay. Now there are specialty sites. So, for instance, you may work in a specific career field, um, and so you may prefer to look for job postings on specialty or niche sites such as Idealist. That would be for nonprofit jobs and those kinds of things, or Flex Jobs, which would or Dice and NPO.net. NPO.net is another socially conscious type of work site or job search site. Flex Jobs, that's obviously for flexible employment, the gig economy, those kinds of things, where you get job offers through your text message or email, and you can take them or not. You can decline them or not. Okay. Finally, Craigslist. You probably imagine everyone's familiar with Craigslist, having heard about it. It's really one of the most popular websites in the United States. It's free. It's really a classified service that allows people to create advertisements about almost anything, including job postings. Now, here's the thing to be aware of. While there are many legitimate opportunities on Craigslist, its posting style also attracts a lot of fake job listings. So for this reason, it's important to be aware of the signs and to take precaution against identity theft and other scams. Okay, I'm not really too keen on Craigslist. I wouldn't tell you not to use it, but please be aware of this issue. All right. Now, when you go to these websites, it can be a company's website. I'm thinking of, say, the hospital systems. They have the hospital systems have a website. They're going to ask you to fill in a profile and upload or post your resume. Okay. You can also post your resume in these job search websites like Indeed or Monster Jobs or Career Builder. You can also do that there. So when you post, the nice thing about posting your resume is when employers need to fill a job opening, they can search through online resumes and find the candidate that fits their needs. So this can really increase your chances of finding a job because employers will have the ability to search for you. This is also with Illinois Job Link, that's the same thing. Some sites will also use information in your resume to automatically send you relevant job postings. So in a sense, you're creating a job alert that will come specifically from that company. So that's something else. Now, anytime you post something online, there are some potential downsides to posting a resume. Something with your information in the public realm. For example, you risk exposing yourself to unwanted contact, spam, and there can be privacy concerns as well. So you want to really do your due diligence and make sure that the websites that you're posting to are legitimate and that they have a good reputation. Okay. Now, here's something. If you are job hunting and currently employed, you may want to avoid posting your resume. If your employer finds your resume, it could possibly lead to termination. Be sure to weigh the pros and cons before deciding to post your resume online, right? So you post your resume to some of these job search websites, and what if your employer is using that website to find potential employees? They may find your resume, so something to be aware of. Now, when you respond to an online job posting, once you've found the job that you'd like to apply for, it's important to take the right approach when responding to it. Your response will directly affect the employer's decision to contact you for an interview. Now, here are some of the things you can do to improve an online job application. Okay? Number one, research the employer online and read through their company website if available. This will help you determine if the job posting is genuine. It will also be helpful to know as much as you can about the employer when you're applying and interviewing for the position. That's great to know. Okay? Make sure that your resume is up to date and clearly demonstrates how your skills relate to the position you're applying for. You should also add more detail to your most relevant work experience and emphasize why your work history qualifies you for the position. Okay? Finally, your cover letter, if you choose to use one, especially if one is required, should explain why you're a good fit for the position. You can edit a cover letter that you've already used for another application, but make sure you tailor it specifically to the position. Some employers use computer software to screen initial applicants, so be sure to include specific phrases found in the job posting. This will prevent you from becoming automatically excluded from certain positions. Very important thing. Okay. Now, um, resume and cover letter need to look professional, which means they must be free of any spelling or grammatical errors. Your computer spell checker won't catch everything. Take it from me. So be sure to double check your resume and cover letter before sending them off. You can also ask a friend to read through them to see if you've missed anything. Okay? Take the time. There's no rush. Make sure that everything is correctly spelled, the grammar is good, that the salutation is to the right person, that the company information is correct, and all that. Okay? Now, some online job postings will ask you to send your resume and cover letter by email, while others will direct you to an online application. If you are submitting your resume and cover letter by email, you should paste them into the body of the email and include them as attachments. That's just making sure that if something happens with the attachments, or if you forget the attachments, it's not such a critical issue. So you can do that. Now, the only thing you need to watch for there is when if you copy and paste them into the body of the email, you may lose some of the formatting. Okay. Anyway, now if you don't hear from an employer within a week of sending your application, your resume, cover letter, send them an email or call to make sure they received your application and restate your interest in the position. That follow-up is key. It's important. Sometimes people lose great opportunities because they don't follow up. And I know that it can be frustrating to have to do that at times, but it's worth it if it means having a shot at a job that you would like to work. So now, I'm going to give you a little homework, okay? It's nothing I'm going to check, but just to give you a little homework, to give you sort of an exercise. Navigate to www.indeed.com. Conduct a job search for a job in your area that you'd like to apply for. Try modifying your search terms. Do you notice a difference in the results? Create a job alert to stay up to date about the latest job postings. I'm going to leave this up for a moment if you want to copy that. Now, I'd like to say that I want to stress that digital job search is important. It does give you a lot of new space to do job searching in. It can be very effective. It can be very efficient as long as you have a plan and a structure to do that. It should be coupled, though, with person-to-person networking, live job fairs, if possible, or digital job fairs. And even going to employers and dropping off your resume with potential employers. Okay, you want to increase the job or the opportunities that you may have by using all of the resources available to you. And the digital job search is one of those. All right. So if you are a current client of Volunteers of America of Illinois, and we are serving you in our housing program, and you'd like to talk more about some employment-related topics, this one or any others, please feel free to talk to your service coordinator and ask them about making a referral to an employment service coordinator who can connect with you and work on some of these things with you. All right. Again, my name is Robert Hopper, and I appreciate your attention to this today, your participation, and look forward to serving you at some point. Thank you.